Good evening everybody. Apologies for the late start. I hope you're all doing well. Lovely to have you all here. Let me just jump straight into the scene without any further ado. How are you all? Lovely to have you here. Wonder Sheep, good evening to you. Danny, thank you so much. 25 months is amazing. Thank you for your sub over all this time. And Monkey D. Luffy, good evening to you. Elihu, for your 5 months as well. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. We have Darkwing, Cromcake, Commander Bond, Real Genie, so-and-so, Darkwing, blog is live. Indeed it is. It was live before I was. Apologies for the lateness. I've adjusted the command already, so we should be all good on that front. So the Wowhead blog is up and ready for talking about. We'll go through the normal bits and pieces, give everyone a chance to come in first, maybe open up a little bit of mail first before we get into this. But how are you all? How's your weekend been? Hope it's been good. Hold on, let me just go and adjust that window so I can see that. Right, okay, everything working. Let me just check. There we are, that's good. Sherlock21, good evening to you. How are you? Lovely to have you here. Just rearranging my windows. Quickly jumped on. There's only one room for one genie in here. A genie and a ginny. We have both. And Sushi Oasis, good evening to you. How are you doing? Well, hope you're doing well. Good evening, Will Gwillin. Hope you're doing well as well. Lovely to have you here. How's the snow watch for everyone? We had a little sprinkling of snow here. It was very cold outside, but it wasn't quite freezing, so it didn't settle. And now we're on to just freezing conditions now. The temperature's really dropped here. So let's go. Just move this for the moment. We can talk about stuff whilst everyone's having a chance to come in. We'll probably go and check. I've checked most of my mail already anyway, so we'll give that another look in a moment. Transition back to playing mostly EU. It's wonderful having people around to play with. That is true, actually, Wonder Sheep. It is very quiet on Lightbringer in the sort of early hours of the morning for them, and afternoon for me, certainly. Cold for you, not settled. I should be okay for a jab tomorrow. Normally cheer for snow. Yes, I'm the same, Will. I'm glad it's not settled because the kittens have got their second jabs tomorrow, so I have to be up early, and I didn't want them to be travelling through in the cold. Definitely. No one has times for that in the Shadowlands. Minus 15 for like 2 weeks and lots of snow. Wow, Sam, that is very cold. We're just dipping under -1 here, so it feels like -8. Nowhere near that for a long time for us here in the UK. 30 plus degrees in Brazil. Wow, Jamaica, that's absolutely brilliant. That's a big difference. No snow here for you, Gwilyn. Yes, I think this is more kind of the Kent area has got most of the snow this time. You're kind of in the middle at the moment in terms of getting any more for now, but obviously your area does get a fair amount of snow. Natty, good evening to you. I'm doing very well, thank you. Just going through, we're going to go through the Wowhead blog in a moment, give everyone a chance to come in, as I was running a little bit late. I think mailbox-wise, I have a few different things. I've got a few more sales as well. Mark of the Claw, a few expires there I need to deal with. 43,000. That's pretty good for Samadan, considering he's only got 10,000 on him at the moment. And I'll post on those expires whilst I'm here. And we'll see what happens there. Okay, yellow shirt and otherworldly bag. All going on. That's good. Pop those on. You got a lot in southern Denmark. Wednesday this week. It took me 60 minutes to drive to work. Normally it takes 35 to 40. Okay, that's not too bad actually. You've got to be careful though, definitely. Minus 30 in January at the lowest. Wow, somehow that is really, really cold. Whereabouts is that? That is just absolutely freezing. It's counterproductive. You have -8 and up to 1 metre of snow. Wow, if that is a metre of snow would be very nice. We had basically, as Will said, here in Sussex, we have basically just a minor flurry. I went out for a little bit and that was it. Yeah, Kent tries to get everything first. That is true. Yeah, white rain, no snow. It was really big snowflakes coming down. Unfortunately, it just didn't settle at all. That's in Finland. Really cold winter in years. Yeah, I can imagine. Loadfix, thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Been a while since you've been able to attend a live viewing. Sure missed it. Well, lovely to have you here, Sherlock. It's always good being able to interact directly with people during the live Twitch streams. There is definitely the benefit there. Certainly, it's not quite the same as with the VOD. Certainly, but lovely to have you here. Got some nice soul dust prices in the auction house the other night. There was none posted. People were posting them for 1 silver to 1 gold each. Wow, that's pretty good, Jeannie. I can't remember when I last got them for. Let me just check whilst I'm here. Enchanting mats. Soul dust is currently 19 gold, so that's pretty expensive. Eternal crystals going down. 365 is the current price. Smart average buy price is slowly following it down at 500, but I do have 74 of them, so I need to use up a few of those, definitely. Bet Jack is throwing snowballs today. Yeah, I can imagine. Good day to you, Loadfix. Lovely to have you here. So some first in over a decade, really, Darkwing. Can't get soul dust down below about 15 gold for you, so well done. Yeah, that is definitely good. Here's Jack. How are you, Jack? I started listening to the podcast earlier, but I didn't get a chance to finish off listening to it. I'm looking forward to listening to that one with Gumdrops. That should be good listening. I heard all the expletives at the beginning, all bleeped out. That's as far as I got, and then I was cooking some lunch. Yeah, the last 30 minutes with Gumdrops. Okay, fantastic. I won't skip ahead to that. I like to listen to what you guys talk about first beforehand, because there's lots of good nuggets and information in there. How did you manage that? Yeah, the new TSM stuff I'm definitely looking forward to hearing about, certainly. Right, I think before I do all my auctions and things and check the mail and things, let's carry on with the Wowhead blog and let's talk through that at the moment. And you have some exclusive things. Oh, fantastic! I didn't include it in the blog this week, because I finished that yesterday and it came up earlier today. I didn't get the chance to pop it in, but maybe we can definitely make sure it's talked about. You like chicken nuggets? Right, okay, so Wowhead blog this week. This was a fantastic guide written by Serms, all about transmog farming. Now, I know that a lot of people kind of say, transmog doesn't sell and things like that, and it's, you do need a lot of it to sell, and I thought this is a brilliant guide, just explaining the ins and outs of what you need, how it works. And it also mentions that you do need to have a lot of stuff in order to be able to do it. What add-ons you need, obviously, TSM. And I know that transmog farming is something that is very appealing to many. I mean, it is. I mean, it's going around old dungeons, scooping up all the loot, and then being able to sell it on. It has a lot of appeal. And I've turned to it myself as a way of going through and getting some gold in the early days, certainly. But for me, the thing that stopped it for me was the really, really slow sale rate. And it's a bit like pets for me on that rate. So what I ended up doing is having it as a secondary way to make gold. If I happen to go and do a dungeon and I happen to pick up a few things, then I'll certainly try and sell them. Invite you over to bring them. Talking food already. I'm just eating a lovely curry, so I'm not hungry at all, but carry on talking away. The deposit price is what stopped you. Yeah, that's another point to think about, Jeannie. I tend to think about my deposit fees as something that's just kind of like a running cost. So long as I'm making more than my running costs, then it's all right. Wow, I just looked at the token price. 174,000 gold at the moment. Wow, that's going to stay high for a while, I think. Yeah, it's had some super awesome days and some really depressing days. Yeah, if you're lucky, you get one of those. I mean, I've got, at the moment, as we have at the moment, we have the Skull Flame Shield. Where is that? Here. I have one listed for 90,000 gold, and I've only ever sold one once, I think. That was before my accounting period got reset in the BFA days. so I don't have the actual record of it here, but I think I sold it for a decent amount. So this is the kind of thing that if that sells, then great. You've made a good chunk of gold there. You also had a curry. You're quite full there. It can be quite filling, definitely. You like the battle chest command table we have. Have they really dropped the ball? Catch up missions for new units. More low-level missions. Oh, really, Danny? That's cool. Yeah, I'm really enjoying them. The command table stuff. I really like it. I like just placing my things down and doing it. Yeah, unless you can make 40k each day for Transmog, then yeah, it would have been a good market. I think you'd have to have a lot of stock to get consistent sales at that, and then you've got, with all that stock, you're going to have a lot of posting time. Yeah, you need to up your price and see if you get lucky. Yeah, exactly, Sherlock. It's one of those things. If you get lucky and you get the sale, then brilliant. Yeah, it's the command mission table. The fact that you're just placing all your units down, that's good fun. So this goes through everything to do with Transmog Farming, from add-ons and choosing your realm, looking at Raider.io, looking at the full high pop, medium low pop, and role play or not. All those kind of different factors that go into sort of where you're going to be doing your Transmog Farming, and then what class you might choose. So they've got druids, hunters, demon hunters, rogues, those kind of things that tend to be the favoured ones, especially druids, I would say. Nice Christmas bonus, like you call it. Yeah, I think of it the same way, Jack. I don't focus it as my main way of making gold, but if I have a few extra things on and they do happen to sell, then I'm happy with that. You spend 2 hours every 48 reposting your transmog, but it gain around 200,000 a week in profit from farm mogs. Well, there you go, Bonebreaker. If that works for you, that 2 hours every 48 is not too bad, really, considering I probably spend similar amounts of time reposting all my auctions on and recrafting things. So, yeah. Is there a way to set up an operation to sell an item below the price that has the highest stack of said item? Set an operation to sell the item below the price that has the highest. So you just have to set your maximum. I mean, we don't. The auction house doesn't operate in stacks anymore. That's the main difference now, as Wondersheep is talking about. What you need to sort of think about is more kind of like if you're looking at making sure that your minimum price is quite high, and then ignore ones below minimum price, then you'd post things out quite high. But in terms of like actual stacks and commodities, they don't work like that more. It's always, you always buy the lowest one. If you're collecting them for yourself, yeah, as Will says, then definitely you might as well. When you were doing Transmog, you had 3 posting tunes spread over 3 accounts, and you would multi-box post it up. Actually, that's a really good idea, because most of your time waiting is on the scanning and posting, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. TSM, don't think you could do it in TSM, since I don't think TSM records all the data for each pricing band. Yes, that would be interesting, wouldn't it, Real Genie, if there was something like that to be able to look at the quantity. If quantity is over a certain amount, then don't post that. Like if you were doing a search for herbs and you saw one putting like a bait item on, you kind of like can effectively ignore that. It's a nice idea though. I wonder if we could have that as some sort of variable you look at. You could get some quite interesting shopping operations out of that. That could definitely work. Good afternoon, good evening to you, Persephone. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. And Canby Summer, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here too. You ignore variations, TSM and Loot Appraiser helps out with most calculating. Anything that won't move within 90 days, just vendor it. Yeah, I mean, no point. Well, sometimes things do sell after a year. I've had that happen as well. But none of your callings give renown, and you're only at 15. All right, Wonder Sheep. I can't really speak for any experience myself other than my own covenant, which is now at 30. And that's locked now, isn't it? What's it up to now at the moment? It is 30, or has it gone higher than that? I can't remember. Oh, next reset day it might change. Have I done my Torghast this week? No, I haven't, Real Ginny. Is there something? What have I done in terms of Torghast? I've only did the one we did. I probably won't have time to do it today, Real Ginny. But thank you for the offer. 30 is the current cap. Okay, I thought it was. Alderman Super Res will take very long to sell. Yeah, I mean, once you do get the sales, though, the prices are pretty good. The one thing I have got here is the weekend event, the 4 mythic dungeons completed, which I may probably not have time for that as well tonight. We'll focus on the Wowhead block, though, so let me not get too distracted. We were talking about Transmog Farming. And you attract that from the sales. So what do you have per week? It took you 9 months to sell the jackhammer, but sold for 5 million. Wow. And moving servers to an RP realm to farm transmog. Don't do it, everyone. It's a transmog farmer on RP realms, like everyone. Yeah, this is very, very true. Well, lots of people will automatically go, oh, I'll go to an RP realm for my transmog. But you'll probably, you may see better options with sort of like a medium to low, I would say. Slow sales, higher prices, less competition, because there's more competition here, so you don't necessarily get fast sales. That's the problem here. An RP, there's just so much competition. Wait for us to later for a week. Yeah, still need 2 also. Okay, Wonder Sheep, we'll have a look. We'll see how we get on with the blog, and then we'll go through all our auctions and things. And if we have time later on tonight, then yeah, maybe a mythic just to start ticking off these 1 of 4s. That would be very useful. Yeah, exactly. Good evening, Rose. How are you doing? Lovely to have you here. Or one of the smaller RP realms, yeah, not necessarily Argent Dawn. That's the main thing. So yeah, we're talking about classes, druids being obviously a good option here. Azurite armor with the long strider trait with speed gear, bear tartar for 54 and lower, fried bonefish for level 55 and above, and then some niche abilities. There's lots of different setups for speed runs and things like that. Part of the whole transmog farming is running through the dungeon as quickly as possible. So there's lots of things you can definitely do here. And not crafted mogs tend to sell more on RP realms than the farm mogs. And Argent Dawn is a slugfest when it comes to transmog. Yeah, definitely. How do big time goblins buy materials in bulk consistently, or are they all multi-boxes? I think it comes down to having enough capital to be able to buy the big amounts in one go. I would say Cake. Basically, if someone's got like several million gold, they will literally just when they see an opportunity where they're cheap, or use trade chat, or have a farmer that they do deals with. There's lots of different ways that the bigger gold makers would definitely capitalize on that and have it there. Thank you, Jack, for putting the link in. Some people have an agreement with farmers for a set price. Exactly, do some cash on delivery for certain amounts and things like that. Because that way you could avoid A, guaranteed sales, and B, you can avoid all the auction house fees. So I think that's definitely what a lot of people would be doing. For a lot of people, you don't need to do professionals with crafted. You need a lot more setup. I think that's the big barrier of entry, Will, and I think that's great because that is what gives you all those crafted transmog sales in the future. Definitely. Yeah, find some farmers. Look in trade chat is your best option there. You're gonna get your level 4 garden tomorrow. Yeah, I saw your tweet on that earlier actually. You can do a 3 times upgrade and see, and curious what happens after 2 because I already get epic enchanting crystals. Yeah, I wonder, probably just more of them, I imagine, Rose. Looking for slave to farm. And so we've got other options here, your bank alt, if you're using one, where to put them and when to post on. Obviously, yes, is having, you can also take this another step by having 2 WoW accounts at the same time is very handy, like you were talking about earlier, multi-boxing the posting, and then the other one posting and just continuously posting from there. That really works. Oh, Nita, thank you so much for the raid. How are you? How is your stream? Lovely to have you here. Welcome everyone from our Nota stream. Thank you, Jack, with the shout out. How are you doing, Arnota? Lovely to have you here. Here with the raid, Kamali63. Well, it's wonderful to have you here. How was your stream, Arnota? What did you do today? Hopefully lots of gold making. We're just going through the Wowhead blog and talking about transmog farming, of all things at the moment, which is very interesting. Lovely guide written up here, which we're just talking through. And then we'll get back into our professions. But crafted transmog, this does actually get mentioned further down, as we were just talking about that. Down here, crafted transmog. But first and foremost was the dungeons, you know, Black Fathom Deeps, Maraudon Dime, all those kind of things. I wonder if there's a forum for in-game trading. That, I don't know, Crumcake. Maybe there's some... It would have to be maybe a Discord server or something like that, I'd say. You're doing good, just trying to get some tunes up so you can do the holiday dungeon tomorrow for extra EXP leveling. And then we'll finish with some Ghost Iron Ore. Oh, fantastic. Good old Ghost Iron Ore. I mean, it's such a consistent seller and so useful in so many professions. Reddit could be another option. Kamali, definitely. I wonder. So yeah, some sort of Discord or community. Maybe there's a community on particular servers. Not servers. On particular factions. That could maybe work. Yeah, exactly. It's nice and relaxing farm to do as well. Depending on where you go, definitely. Farming up 100 of the Nature Splendors bags. The ones you get from your soul binders, leather, meat, and do a small video and throw it on Twitter. Get an idea of percentage chance per item. Good idea, Tristan Rose. Interested to see the results on those. Yeah, I saw that, Jack. Weaver, thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing today? Lovely to have you here. We're talking about transmog farming. The bit I wanted to talk about here, obviously, yes, being patient. We've talked about this already. You know, trying to get at least 2,000 auctions up. It's a slow-moving market if you're going to get into transmog. And then the thing that I would be very interested in here, and I do a little bit of this myself, especially things like shirts on my tailor, as well as the other odd items like the mooncloth robe is always a good one for me. I love making that. There's a lot of stuff here. You've got crafted transmog. We've got a lot of stuff that's hidden behind daily cooldowns as well. So have a think about that as well. Stop using different names. It can get confusing. It's close. Will and Webby are very close. You can see how it's combined. Definitely. But yeah, blacksmith and engineer working on the molten front dailies. This is something I need to do myself. Definitely need to get into doing those so I can get some recipes. That's part of my own mission statement, is to get all recipes in the game if I can. So that's a long-term thing. But this was a really good, well-written guide. So if you are interested in transmog farming, I highly recommend giving this a read, definitely. And give it a go if you would like to. But please don't expect to get rich quickly with this. Remember, you've got to be patient. That's the key thing here. Good evening, Dehoka. How are you? Lovely to have you here. Your first DK is a Catapet. To transfer over to your main server. Yeah, why not? Keep them all in one place. Makes it easy. Right, so the next topic was an interesting one. Vendor shuffle, still possible. There was a couple of good topics on this, and one leading into another. talking about, I don't know why exactly, but people have been dumping mats very cheaply of late, and so the price of desolate leather is frequently priced so low that crafting the arm guards to disenchant for either vendoring or disenchanting for the soul dust, or you can make the composite bow, or you can make the desolate leather treads. Number of different options here depending on what you can get, depending on your balance of pallid bone as well. There's a nice post here talking about the price points between leather and pallid bone and how much you can get in quantities and whether to balance those up. And obviously all this is vendor shuffling. I think we're at the point now where I can't see Blizzard really doing much with this, because this is the same sort of level as it's at with the tie spread linen pants or the Shalderai silkweave pants. We've had a level at this throughout all the expansions where it's basically really long and tedious, and the profit margins are pretty small. So you're not going to make a huge amount of gold this way, but it is certainly a possible way of making gold. Certainly not anything like the Relic of the Past stuff we were looking at before Shadowlands came out. Big difference there. But it still can be viable. Check out the prices on your server. If you can get things cheap, that is an option for here. Personally, I would rather disenchant things to make enchanting materials and then use that into making enchants. Good, thank you. Having a bit of a snack whilst waiting for raid. Hope I'm well. I'm doing very well, thank you, Doka. We started a little bit later today, but powering through the blog, and then we'll get through all our gold making bits and pieces after that. Relic of the past me's problem. Yeah, it was fun, definitely, whilst it was working. Now, this was the other one I wanted to talk about, was bags for every player. People sort of asking, what is your go-to bag to buy and why? Do you go for capacity, price, or looks? Because I think, people do. I mean, I would go for capacity over anything, which is why I have 32 slot bags and the 34 slot. I could do with getting the other one from the Mad Merchant if I wanted that one. People sometimes go for the Hexweave bags because they're purple. People like the icon colour of those. There may be other bags that look nice for certain people and want to have them all matching up. People might go for netherweave bags because they're particularly cheap and reasonable capacity. I posted along here my personal stats for some of the top bags that I sell as a tailor. So obviously lightless silk pouches, only very recently sold 41 of those, 80,000 gold total. And shrouded cloth bags, 68 of those, 16,000 gold total. Then Deepsea Bags, obviously we went through the whole of BFA with those, still selling them now. Last 7 days I've still sold 13 of those, so that's 208,000. Hexweave bags, another good one, as Risen Rose well knows, 225 of those. I would like to see your numbers on this, Risen Rose, actually. That would be interesting. You loved the speculation, it was exciting. I loved it too. I loved going into the markets and buying things out. It was great fun. You bought the Ice Bear 45 minutes after it came out. That's pretty good going. How the price of materials fared on my server over the last week? Steady decline on yours. Most it's evened out. I think it's still fairly even on Shadow Song at the moment. Hexweave are dead for you. I mean, I haven't sold a Hexweave bag. I sold one in the last 30 days, unfortunately. So I've not sold any of those for a while, certainly. What options do I use to see this window? So you have to go into your ledger. You go into this and you go into revenue, and then you can just search for it, or you can do it by a group. So search for Hexweave under sales, all groups, all rarities. Have I spelt something wrong? No, that should come up. Why is that not come up? Revenue, sales, yeah. All characters last. It's last 30 days. I might have to do 60 days. So there we go. And then Hexweave bag comes up. Then you click on the one bag, and then you get this window here which gives you your total sailed the last 7 days and the last 30 days. Those are the professional. Yes, I do. I added those in. I just didn't have them in the blog. But I mentioned the otherworldly bag and the Hydral expedition bag are ones that I particularly sell quite well. And then you've got the burnished mining bag as well, which is another good one. Under 309, so you're not worth the trouble anymore. Well, that's fair enough, definitely. The price margins, I think, have been squeezed, definitely. You've had massive crashes on Argent Dawn with prices, especially leather. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. That's brilliant. So this is Drizzling Rose's bags. Total 9,020. Average price 680 gold. Total price 6 million gold. In the last 7 days you've sold 73 for an average price of 469. That's since December 2019. That is absolutely brilliant. Are we coming up? Hello you two. Well, one. Hello Dodgy. Is Jim Jams coming as well? He's down there. Hello Jim Jams.
It wasn't me, they were stood outside the door.
Oh, okay. They can come in for a bit if they would like to. Sorry, we're talking to kittens, for those that don't know.
Well.
I see ears, shadows of ears. There we are. They're both in at the moment. Yeah, that is a lot of storage, definitely. It's a lot.
Jessica Plays just subscribed.
Oh, Jessica Plays, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. 2 months with your Prime, that's very, very kind of you. In and out. I think they come up for some water.
It's not like they've got a bowl downstairs already.
Yeah, they like to swim in the bowl downstairs. It's not necessarily for drinking. Jessica Plays, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Very kind of you. Yeah, the kittens have just come up to say hello. I'm not sure if they... how are the cats acting and so they behave? They can have fun. This morning they went charging down the stairs and just ran through the water bowl, which used to be a dog's water bowl, so it's huge, and literally just plonked themselves in it and just poured that everywhere. There goes Jammy.
Is that it?
That's it, I think. Just wanted to make sure that everything was okay.
In or out? Are you going to do the cat
In or
thing?
out? Oh, they're just going to stand in the doorway and block the doorway. We'll just leave them there for a moment, see what happens. Typical cat thing. They're literally just going to stand in the doorway and decide whether to go in or out.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Talk to them all they want, they won't answer. This is very true. They don't. No, he's miles away at the moment.
I don't know what that was about.
Who would love to swim in a bathtub with chicken soup? Would you really, Jack? I wouldn't, definitely. It'd be like swimming in custard. There we go, they've gone. But there we go, that's the kittens are gone now as well. So thank you all for watching the blog as I went through that. If you do have any questions and things, please don't hesitate to ask below. Tell me what your best bag sellers are. I'd love to see some stats on those. That'd be definitely good. That's very true, Rose. Yeah, I just don't want to go there, definitely. Your dogs do the same thing, yeah, just standing there, not decide, just want to sniff the air, basically, more than anything else. But yeah, if you do want to follow through on the embed, if you're watching through this, please do come through, have any questions about any of the topics raised here, or anything about gold making. We're all here to answer your questions. We'd love to hear what you think. But we'll carry on with our normal gold making bits and pieces. Go through and collect up my gold. I've only got 10,000 on Samadan, so we need to rectify that and collect up all our gold here. Main thing we have here is a few sales, 45,000 by the looks of things so far. So that's a good start. Yeah, I think so. And can you tell a little cool tier 7? Oh, please do, Jack. Definitely. Definitely. Fire away. I'm interested in hearing it. I'll listen to the blog later tomorrow. Definitely. They're working on a new website. Oh, right, okay. Interesting. Is this, in the podcast more about it, is this something to do with the website that Gumdrops bought and tweeted about? Is it something to do with that one? It's not that one, okay. Top hook plates for a nice price. Where are they? Simple Revelation. Where's the light stuff hook plates? Oh, here we are. 2 of them for 4,000. So yeah, 2,200 each. Yeah, definitely, that is a good price. I put some more on and crafted them earlier as well. I waited at least 20 minutes now. I am not rich. Something like that, Jeannie. It takes a while, definitely. We've got, interestingly, now that I've reduced my prices on some of my Grimvale stuff, it is selling. I sold a couple of Grimvale pants there for 2,400. That's the first rank as well. And I sold one of my capes there. And then the Spaulders there. So these are a loss, these ones, but I'm just getting rid of some of the stock as I'm levelling things up. Nice price on the lightless silk pouch there, 1,700. Quite happy with that. Deepsea Bags, obviously as we were talking about bags, they're still selling, 171 for those. Lightless silk pouch, another one there. Netherweave bags at 14 gold. Shrouded cloth bags here at 175. So yeah, there's a lot of bag sales in here. Sinful Revelation, it's nice to see a few of those selling. 5 of them there at 6,600. And there was some more I saw. Yeah, there's another 5 there at 6,500. So that's 10 for 13,000. So that's 1,300 gold each. And we bought these for 1,100 gold. So I managed to make a couple hundred gold on each one. So that's pretty good. I'll take that 45,000. I may start reinvesting this into some more legendary base items. I need to get my rank 4 on the cloak. I'm not sure whether to wait until I get up to over 100,000 again on these. I'm not sure. There we go. Thank you, Jack, for linking it. You can, yeah, you got the Spotify one. Yeah, I like the YouTube links. They can be quite convenient, but I've got Spotify as well, so it's quite nice to watch on those as well. So let's just check where we're at. Auctions are through here. Hold on. Quantity. Where was the one that's sold? I'm sure I had one there. We should be okay on that. I did a restock earlier this afternoon, so let's just go through all the characters and pick up their gold. We've topped over the 1.5 million again after Samadan's big purchases from earlier, so we'll just carry on through the other characters here. Hashtag ad. Let's go through all of these. So I've gone through and restocked them earlier this afternoon, so we should be okay. The price of on Shadow Song, the price of marrow root and what's the Bastion herb? You need to add that ad if you promote your own content. Do you need that for your own content, or I thought it was mainly for if you were being paid to do it? Rising Glory, that's the one. Yeah, the price of Rising Glory has really spiked on Shadow Song. So I say that, and there's a load here at 43 gold because I bought some up at 43 gold. So the market value is 30. Region average is more like 26 to 23. It's still a profit for me at the moment at that price for Rising Glory. So if you're on Shadow Song and you would like to pick some herbs, Rising Glory is doing very well at the moment because of that one, and I can't remember if it's Marrow Root or Widow Bloom that's used in the potion of Phantom. It's Marrow Root. Potion of Phantom Fire. It's a really good seller. Sell lots of these. So Marrow Root and Rising Glory are definitely in demand. So I would look out for those definitely. What is this trade chat? Something like that. Selling Mythic plus 15 gold only. So thank you so much. 10 months.
So__was_taken just subscribed.
That is amazing. Thank you, so-and-so. That's so kind of you. I really do appreciate your continued support. That is absolutely brilliant. Someone reset Widow Bloom up to 100 gold yesterday. I was able to sell 400 at 95. Wow, that's really good. What was Widow Bloom needed for? It's one of the other ones, isn't it? Widow Bloom here. Spectral Agility. That's 47. Region Historical is 82. That's not a bad price at the moment. Let's just check the mail actually. Probably got a few sales in here. Yeah, there we go. So I made a whole load of Phantom Fire at the new price. So I got 20,000 gold on those. That was just in this afternoon. So I'll take the 54,000 on that. I'm going to have to spend more of this gold though in order to be able to make some more potions. If we look at my auctions here at the moment, we probably... Oh, that's BFA. Let's clear that one. Let's just do Shadowlands. Yeah, there we go. There's a load of stuff we need to stock up on from that point of view. So actually let's clear that. Just make sure that TSM has got everything it needs. There it is. And then we'll go here and just restock on that again, just to make sure that it's got that correctly. Yes, it is correct. So gathering wise, we've got Marrow Root and Rising Glory is the ones we really need here. Alton Auction House, and let's go have a look at that. At the task list, that's 600 of those. Wow, okay. That's going to take me a fair amount. Marrow Root I think was okay price wise. Let's go have a look at the herbs. Gone up all around on your server since certain software got taken down, same with leather and ore. Yeah, I'm not surprised actually. Marrow Root's good price here at 60. What's my normal price? I don't have a smart average buy price actually. My map price is telling me 49, which is based off of my average buy price. Okay, so that's going to be the difference there. That's why it's... now I've got to factor in an extra 10 gold on each Marrow Root, so that may eat into my profit margins a fair amount. That's why I could always do with having a bit more stock on here and not losing my smart average buy price. So if I were to buy, for example, 600 of that, it's cost me 36,000 gold. And the Rising Glory, if I were to buy 600 of that, that's another 25,000 gold. So that 50,000 gold I made has just been swallowed up on those potions. And then Rune Etched Files, we need to go and buy another load of those. That's going to change my prices on things. So we might even have to have a look, see if these are still profitable. So if I go over here and check my crafting and clear the queue and then restock on it, I wonder if that makes a difference. No, it still wants to make everything, so that's good, based on our new average buy prices. Let's go, let's just change the order of those, I think. So let's go get ourselves some Rune Etched Files, and I'm going to have to make a whole load of potions. Sunday evening's a good time to be selling our potions, so now is the time to be doing it. What's that one for? Callous is dropping at the moment. Oh, let's have a look. Heavy Callous Hide. That's fairly steady there, but look at the quantity. Wow, it's a huge amount in quantity there. Haven't seen that for a few days, certainly. Look at that loop there. Yeah, definitely, definitely a big spike there. I mean, it has been that high before, but not as much there. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Yeah. Let's have a look at region. Yeah, region down here. That's is that quantity for a region? Let's have a look. No, let's go further down. Here we go. There we go. Regional daily summary. Yeah, there we are. That quantity just going up and up and up and up. Yeah, definitely. And we are right down here. Where's Shadow Song? There we are. Shadow Song's right over here on this end of the price bracket. Look at that compared to everyone else all the way down here. So that's a big. It's unusual to be this far across here on this server, so we've got some definite high prices there. You'd have to look at Callus as a group. So Callus hide is 140, heavy is actually less than 10 times that, and then enchanted should be 2 times that, and that's 2,400. So the enchanted is actually quite a good margin on that, going on the price of the heavy Callus hide. There's only 5 there at 1,200. The rest is all at 1,300, which kind of matches the Callus hide price here. Interesting. Yeah, that enchanted is a good price to craft at that one. I'm not sure, I don't think Samadan's got any on at the moment. So that's another thing to look at, definitely. Squirrel, definitely. There's always a squirrel. Okay, rune etched files, let's get 1,000 of those. That's everything we need for a while, certainly. Let's pop outside here and then we can craft from here. This will be good enough. Right, let's just start crafting some of these. We're going to need a fair amount of this to go through. Things up. Long live Dogecoin. Yes, definitely. How's it going at the moment, Jack? Hopefully you've made yourself a nice bit of money on that one. I expect people would be. I expect people with having soul ash to be able to spend on legendaries for alts, I guess, and then the demand for the Callus hide kind of goes up, I guess. 25% increase, very good, very good. Shrouded cloth under 1.8 is cheaper than the vendor price. The exalted number of thread is 7.2. The cape will be profit just vendoring to the NPC. Yes, Deco, sorry, I've gone back to your post. Yeah, if you can get shrouded cloth nice and cheap, then that's certainly an option. I don't particularly want to use it for that, personally. I would use it up on soul dust for myself, I think. Stick with slow paying dividends. Nice old man strats. Yeah, that is true. Rabbit beef, definitely. Maybe a mix of both is always a good one as well. Is there a rep for it? I don't think so at the moment, no. Alright, Jemmy. Hello. Here comes the Jemmy. Hello, Jemmy. There we go, kitten affix. Oh, hold on, kitten shoulder affix. Where's he off to? Where are you going?
Rescue him. He's going to see if he can jump to the...
Yeah, he can now jump to the bed. There we go, and he's off again. Sorry, that was Jammy, been and gone. In and out.
Apologies. Are we going back down now?
Right, there we go. Get all your soul dust from dual crafting rings. Yes, that's another one I want to look into, Crumcake. It was mentioned briefly on the blog, and I think that's definitely an option. He's not sure. Okay, he's saying he's going. Yeah, there you go. He's gone. He's gone. Thankfully, it was just a brief appearance of Jammy. We didn't get the best profile of Jammy, certainly. You've been using it for a month now. It's just amazing. Yeah. So what kind of price? I need to look into the prices of those, definitely. We'll have to have a look at what I can do with my dual crafting. It's all down to my price of the gems and the prospecting and the ore and everything. I'll have a look. It's definitely worth having a look at. Here's all the phantom fire we need to make. This is where most of my profits will go, hopefully. And then we can, I mean, obviously we've just gone under the Siege Awakening, still got 122,000, so still Alchemy is doing very well, considering Samadan spent a lot of his gold. That's not really a fair representation of where tailoring and enchanting is at the moment. The other professions are just ticking through, just 8, 9, 8 and 5,000 apiece. So those professions are pretty low in terms of what gold I'm making at the moment. Alchemy, I think by far is doing well at the moment as a profession goes. I mean, there's a few decent ones in the green here. The prices of herbs do fluctuate a fair amount, though. That is something to think about. So the profit margins you see are not always what you're going to get. Have to look at the price of Leystrike versus the price of the prospected gems, the Umbral, Angazite and Oriblaze. Yeah, and then decide whether to either buy the gems or to prospect the Leystrike. 11 Barbosa, good evening to you. Happy Super Bowl for any USPs. Oh, is it Super Bowl day today? Wow. That comes around quickly. I always forget sports events. That's the main thing. Not being a sports follower. What I used to, when I used to work in the advertising industry, I used to always love Super Bowl time because I'd love to analyse all the ads that come out at Super Bowl time, and I just, yeah, what time are the commercials? That's the best part. Exactly, that's what I look for. Ideally you want the ore to get to the essences. That is true. Then you can use the essences for your missives and things, can't you? And then the gems just coming out from the as a result of that crumb cake. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you tend to stay up for the halftime show. Yeah. It's in like, is it 3 hours time, is it? Okay, so it's probably about, was it 3 hours 20 minutes, something like that? If you said it was at past, I would say. Right, going to make loads more potions here. Some of these not necessarily a big profit margin. I've got the main ones already here. Of the essence, to use the essences for the missives. Yes, there's a lot of S's in that sentence, Darkwing, definitely. But that would be the way forward, and then your missive prices should be pretty reasonable at that point. We've got a small football match going on over here. 7:30 EST. We'd feel good about helping someone out, making all 4 rare panthers for only 500 gold. Not at all, 11 Barbosa. That is absolutely wonderful to be doing something like that. It's very, very cheap though, considering the price of the material. The vendor material is 20,000 gold. Only 22,000 people in the stadium. I mean, I think that's very generous, definitely. I mean, they're a nice set to have, certainly. But you can make a fair amount of gold. Well, they cost a fair amount of gold to make is the main issue with them. That's the barrier to entry with those ones. They really just wanted the mounts, and you like collecting yourself, so you wanted to be nice. Exactly, Elevmos, and that is perfectly a good reason to do something. Yeah, that's a lot of people when you think about it. You making user aware of all the gold they lost since they sold Panthers for 15,000 on the auction house. Yeah, that is, I mean, you've got to think about the price. the material, if you are wanting to sell them for a profit, I've set myself some fixed margins on my panthers, and I won't sell them for any less than that. Or just make them for the person. Oh right, they had the mats. Oh okay, yeah, then that's definitely an easy win. 11 Barbosa. I mean, it was a superior act of kindness in the first place, but if they've got the materials as well, that makes it easier, certainly. Off to do some casual mythic progress for raid night. I wish you a good continued stream. Well, thank you, Dacre. Good luck on your raid night. Hope it goes well. Yeah, exactly. The 20k item is the big issue with the Panthers. There's no real way of getting around that. Easily 85,000 in some stadiums. Oh wow, okay. That's huge, yeah. Right, still crafting potions here. Gone to the little ones now. 2,000 profit on those. I guess by our definition here in the UK, a city is something with a cathedral. So there are some pretty small places in the UK that are still technically called a city. And you could buy the orbs cheaper on the auction house, yeah, if you're lucky. That is true. I always tend to look out for them, as suggested by Jack, certainly. Another 30 of those, and we've got another 4 of those, 30 of those. That should be fine, get all those on. Next lot, Shadow Core Oil. There's not very big profits in these at all. Spiritual Healing and Mana. I'll put them on anyway. Healing and Mana are there. Mainly down to everything else. They're not great sale rates. Well, healing's a good sale rate, so that we could get volume on that one more than anything else. We'll see how it goes. Are the shires called cities like Worcestershire? No, those are basically counties. So Worcestershire is Worcester is one of the main. I don't know if Worcester's a city. Towns of that's in Worcestershire. But those don't count as cities themselves. Those are counties. Good evening, LFD. Lovely to have you here. How are you doing? Yeah, basically, it has a cathedral. Is the definition of a city here in the UK. You do know Worcester sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Yes, Worcestershire sauce is very nice. Very nice on cheese on toast. Or macaroni cheese. If you're going to have it on something. It's kind of a bit like... a little bit like soy sauce. But more kind of vinegary. Is the best way I can think about it. But almost, but not quite so, a bit more yeasty perhaps, a bit more like Marmite. Melted cheese on toast. Now that's exactly, Gwilyn. Now you're talking. Definitely. Isn't Worcestershire? Well, there's a place called Worcester, which is lovely, and that's in the county called Worcestershire. So it can be a little bit confusing. I think Worcester's a city. I think it's big enough. I've never been there myself. I knew people from there, but I've never been there myself. Double bad for you. You don't like soy sauce and you don't like vinegar. Yeah, I probably would maybe steer away from it. Have craft dinner over making a pink candy one for Valentine's Day. I don't know about craft dinner, yeah. Mac and cheese, that is. Oh, right, okay. My Mrs. Samadan makes amazing macaroni cheese. Worcestershire is for steaks, not cheese. A cheese bread. for steaks, I've never had it on a steak. I like my steak with more steak. Well, I don't blame you on that, Jack. I love mayo and everything. Having grown up in Germany, I think I developed a taste for it there, certainly. Right, okay, so let's go for that. That's all posted. Oh no, that's all made. Let's go post all our auctions on. Whilst we're talking about food and getting everyone hungry, let's put potions on. I haven't done any food on Samadan, actually. Probably have a do with having a look at that. Let's get those on and hope for some sales. As it's a Sunday evening, that should be good. We'll let that run through. There's 2 portable mailboxes over there. That's interesting. Right, let's go through. Where are we at? We're just under 1.5 million again. Let's see if we can jump back over that with our other characters. See if they've sold anything. Big city in the state you live is named Worcester. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Soon we can swap columns in TSM. Well, that could be nice. Nice bit of user interface changes. Yep. Now you're going to have to make some cheese on toast. As a good evening snack, Gwilyn, definitely. Possibly wrong assumption that any and all cities in the UK which contain a university is a beautiful city. Well, you know, you're not wrong, actually. There are some pretty nice ones. I used to live near Chichester, which is fairly small, but the cathedral was lovely. Okay, what have we got? Tome of the Still Mind and Missive of Mastery. Okay, we'll take those, 5,600. Post on those other bits and pieces. There we go. Was I thinking the wrong thing, essences? Probably was. Essences and missives. Missives was the wrong thing I was thinking of earlier. Missives need... no, that's from the ink. I might get my professions mixed up. Missives need the inks, yeah. The essences are... We'll go on to dual crafting. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Let's go over and have a look now. Seen several that were gorgeous, so I figured, yeah, I would say it's probably more the norm, definitely. That they do go out of their way to look beautiful. I would like to travel through Europe via trains and see all the nice cities there. That's a good idea, Danny, definitely. Train travel is the way to see that kind of stuff. Definitely. Just my advice is never, in the UK certainly, never go to the pub closest to the train station, because traditionally the pub closest to the train station is a real dive. Definitely, in my experience. Okay, we've got a few, hold on, here we go. Let's do the expires. Have I watched Pulp Fiction? Yes, I have. Whose motorcycle's this? Zed's. Who's Zed? Zed's dead. Royale with cheese. Exactly. Don't let the owners of the pub hear you say that. Yeah, it's just from what I've usually experienced. They always look like real kind of what you'd used to call sawdust on the floor kind of pubs, if that makes any sort of sense. Back when, well, there's a lot of things below min's price, yeah. Yeah, it's not very a family-friendly film to quote, is it, Jack? Definitely. Same selection I've seen NA people. Geez, that NA people do in supermarkets feel like your country is rubbish in that department. Yeah, there's a lot of lovely cheese here in Europe, definitely. Where the lumberjacks and carpenters go after work, something like that, Rose, definitely. If you win the lottery, you'll host a pub closest to the train station. Meet pub closest to the train station. Traditioner, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Pubs are not allowed to serve alcohol after 8 p.m. here. That's interesting, Contessa. Is that a post-COVID thing, or is that just a normal thing? Vallejo, good evening to you. How are you doing? Lovely to have you here. Yeah, pubs at the moment aren't open at the moment, so no one's going to any pubs. As it stands, certainly. So what was I thinking about essences? Essences are for... What do we get? Hold on. Prospecting. Not osmonite. Lacerite. Mass prospect lacerite. So you get the essence of valor, those ones. Those are the ones I was thinking of, and those are used for Shadowcast necklace and the rings. The legendaries, that's it. Okay, that uses the essences. Now that makes sense. Right, so we're a long way off of being able to do those kind of things on Bridget. Something I'd like to do, though, definitely. So looking at lacerite. Lacerite ore, smart average buy price is 9.36. Min buyout is currently 7 gold 80. Prospect value is 18. We need to have a look at the Orablaze, Umbral and Angazai and those prices. So we were looking at potentially, if I look at TSM, not sure what my material prices are at the moment, looking at Deadly Sinvir necklace, quick lacerite, that's a green one. These will all be green, won't they? The lacerite ones. We want the selenium oxine. So the Masterful Phaedrum necklace seems to be the cheapest to craft here, using malleable wire, Phaedrum ore, and a Masterful jewel cluster. Deadly and Masterful rings as cheaply as possible. So those are the necklaces. Yeah, so the next one, looking here, the Masterful Phaedrum ring is the cheapest one here at 90 gold. So that I would compare with Shadow Lace cuffs, if I was to compare with something. Because that's my tailoring go-to option, which has a crafting cost of 234. And so that disenchants to Soul Dust 1.4, Sacred Shard 1.5. And this one is disenchants Soul Dust 1.4. That's roughly the same. So that is much cheaper to make a Phaedrum ring from the Phaedrum ore, which is 19 gold. Mat cost is telling me 21 gold based on my market value. So there's definitely something we need to do here. Yeah. I think I'll be from 8 till 10. So that's usually you never had any lockdown. Ah, right, I see. Okay. Sweden didn't have a law in place to allow the government to force stores closed in a lockdown state the past few weeks ago, though, so they're now allowed to make a lockdown. But I don't know if they've activated it yet. Oh, I see. Okay. Used to live in Malmo. Haven't kept tabs on much. No problem, 11 Barbosa. See you soon. Interesting. I like posts about Craft Cost TSM help channel there, and besides that, Discord. drop down to that, and besides that, Discord is a nice place to be. Exactly, Darkwing. You do a lot of really good stuff there, definitely. I'm sorry, I'm going all the way back up here because I missed a few different things. Here we go. Hinter Hyla, sorry, I missed your question. How does TSM calculate crafting costs? Because sometimes it's wrong. It's based on material prices, and that's what you put in and tell TSM for the settings for crafting. There we go. That's all right, Villegers. We don't need to put the slow mode on. It's just literally I realised I'd missed a couple of bits whilst I was theory crafting on this. That's when I tend to miss out on a few things, but I'm quite happy just to scroll back up and catch up on it. So no need for slow mode at this point, but still it's handy to make sure I've caught everything. So that's an option, looking at this on enchanting. I didn't miss that one though for Lego. So Shadowlace cuffs is definitely more expensive as an option, and dual crafting rings is definitely a better option, so I need to adjust my enchanting prices accordingly looking at that one, but we'll do that later. At the moment we just want to make sure everything's posted on, which I think it is. We collected our gold up from here. We've already done my daily cooldown on you. Probably need to restock on you actually. Looking at this, let's have a quick look whilst we're here. There we go, loads of stuff to make. Not a huge profit, but there are profits here to be had. We've got almost everything. Versatile jewel cluster from the auction house. Is that because they're cheaper? Looks like they are. Versatile jewel cluster. Let's bring up our task list. I'll grab those whilst we're here. Browse, scan, versatile jewel cluster, still 36. I'll buy a couple of those as they're just easy to get now. We'll grab those, and then we'll go here and we can start crafting. There we go. We can all do that as well. Whilst I'm here, craft one of those. And that's done. Then we can at least craft all of this lot. I need to up my numbers on these actually. I'm not making enough of these. I think I'd make more gold by selling more of them. Mackenzie Burton, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Sorry I missed you earlier. Slow mode's deactivated. There you go, keep your... Add in soul per day. I could do, looking at that, I like to just basically manually look at mine based on the sale rates if I was going to look at something. That's what I would do in this case. So what I would do here is looking at these, look at my personal sale rates on each of these. So I'm under the Lace Strike crafting ones. 0.09, 0.03, 0.07 and 0.1 on those ones. The rare ones 0.16. The rings 0.18, 16. So some of these are better than others, looking at the rates of those. Selling wise it all depends, probably a huge amount. Yeah, a lot of those don't sell so well at all. The rare though, sale rate, region sale is 0.24. Do I have a personal sale rate on these? No, I think I do. Looking at those. Deadly Sinvir ring, none of those have a personal sale rate. Looking at those ones, yeah. More gold if you sell more things. Pro tip, you will have more gold if you spend less. Exactly, spending less is the better option, yeah. So okay, looking at those, I'm not sure which I would actually up on these, because those sale rates don't tell me, personal sale rates don't tell me a lot actually. The necklaces are the ones I'd have to look at in a bit more detail. Because that one and that one, the quick oxine and the versatile selenium, don't seem very good. Whereas those ones seem better, but the region is very different according to those. Yeah. We'll leave it for the moment, maybe. I'll look into that in a bit more detail later. We've crafted everything we wanted to craft. Let's post those on. There we are. But the mounts are pretty. That is very true. Doesn't matter what the mount is, it's worth buying if you think it's pretty. Alright, okay, so we've got all of that. Solidity, good evening to you. Good afternoon, hope you're doing well. Get their mats and they wouldn't craft and it would be poorer. This is true. You do have to spend some, definitely. You just have to minimise the amount you spend and the price you get things for. Alright, let's go through those. Those are all posted on. Let's check in on our leatherworker and our blacksmith. And then we can maybe have a look at what Samadan can do in order to progress his general abilities as well as
Solidity just
gold.
subscribed. THX for all your streams, you have motivated me to finally break the 1 million ceiling. Cheers.
Fantastic, Solidity. That is a great ceiling to break, definitely. Thank you so much for your support. That is brilliant. I'm glad you're enjoying your gold making journey. So fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I've got some sales here. Desolate leather, the downgraded stuff. Sorry, 1,000 gold for each of those. So 9,700. A few other bits and pieces as well. That's well into the 1.5 million mark now. That's good. So I'll take those off, post those on. I won't do a restock necessarily just here. So we cannot have a lockdown like those that Denmark, England and France and others have instituted several times when progress concerns free movement within the country. Ah, right. How much did it break? Did it break to fix the ceiling? That doesn't make sense to me. How much did it break to fix the ceiling? Did you fix the ceiling or do you break past the ceiling? Now it's confusing. Okay, that's all posted on. Collected all of that up. Got the gold. Let's go through our other characters. Our last one, El Morte. And we'll just have a look here. And then we can start thinking about other things for the characters. Yeah, it's definitely confusing my head, definitely. How much did it cost to fix the ceiling? Ah, right, now that makes sense to me. Broke through the ceiling in both directions several times in the last days. Hope to stay above so don't have to keep fixing it. There we go. Solicity's got your answer for you as well. We've got some more here. Blacksmithing's doing well. Slightly higher profit margins on those. We'll take those. That's fair enough, Darkwing. You and me both. Let's go that way and post this lot on. Doing too much at once. Yes, I can imagine. You've probably got several things going on at once. That always does confuse things. Right, everything is posted on. Happy with that. Our total gold for the moment is 1.52 million. So profession wise, blacksmithing and leatherworking are doing well. Samadan's doing well. Bridget's doing okay. Samadan's doing the worst, but then he started spending money on the legendary market. Awakening's just about pipping the post on Alchemy with 122,000. So 22,000 since the start of February. And where are we at now? We're on the 7th, so that's a week of gold making. So looking at that on TSM, we're not quite up to our 1.7. Our last week though, yeah, we did spend a lot of gold on the legendary crafting. We are back up here though, So we have recouped from the beginning. We are back up, so that's good. I'll just be careful not to do that. Got a pepper ham rolled around cheese already, so give me more ham too. Do I have a smelter setup? You mean for the scrapper? No. How do you mean for a smelter? For smelting for mining. No, I don't. No, I don't have one. What could I possibly do? Like hardened aluminium, things like that, possibly. Titan steel. There's another one there, maybe. I'm missing out. Yeah, there could be some options here. Hardened adamantite. Enchanted aluminium. Yeah, I haven't been really doing any of this, Jack, to be honest. There's some options here, isn't there? The things I could do. You have a full group if you want. You can change stuff if you want. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you, Jack. I'll have a look. I won't look at it live at the moment because I'll need to spend some time getting my head around it. But thank you. I'll have a look at that later. DSM Gathering supported multiple professions and was aware that you can craft bars yourself and you don't need to buy them. That would be very nice, Darkwing. I kind of assumed it did in a certain essence, but not fully in the crafting side of things. Craft profitable works only so much, doesn't it? I'll leave you here. Morty, and then we'll go back to Samadan. I want to have a look. We've got some time here, so let's look at what we can do on Samadan. We want to at least progress in all his lovely gear. Reputation wise, I ran out of anima actually, so I couldn't do any of my mission table things, so I would need to get some of that if I'm going to go further on that front. Kingdra24, thank you so much for the follow. I missed that earlier. Lovely to have you here. So, things we need to do on Samadan. Let's have a look. Gear-wise, upgrades. We can look at. Is anything coming through yet at the moment? No. Sales at the moment. Enchanted Cauldron. That's a unusual one. I haven't sold one of those in a at all. I don't think. It's the first time I've ever sold one. There we go. Sold one for 1,899. So that's the that was 700 days ago. Wow, that's takes some selling. Enchanted Cauldron and rich purple silk shirt is always a good one. And a couple of Tome of Illusions is also good. So that's good. Just check that. There we go. Okay, so. Never give up. Exactly. It always sells eventually. There we are. I'm not sure if that's was that the pet itself, or was that the one that turns into? Yeah, that's the one that teaches you how to summon this companion. So that's not the actual Enchanted Cauldron pet, as it were. Maybe I'd be better off making the pet, because it's the same with the Alec plushie. I don't think I've made one of those in a long time. It's not easy to set up in TSM, those kind of things. So looking at Samadan, let's have a look. Things you can do. So we are looking at your professions. Reputation wise, we are still missing a couple of things. We need to work on our Maldraxxus rep for our Undying Army Honoured. Shadow Lace Cloak is an option here. Pink Party Hat, I've got no idea where to get that. That would be a nice addition at some point. Sacred Shards I'll get. I'm not too fussed about that. And cooking wise, I need the Gluttonous Hedonism, which needs Court of Harvesters, if I was going to do that one as well. Like 25% crafting is a minimum for crafting. Auctioning is a max of crafting and region value. Okay, brilliant. You're the best. around. Nothing's ever going to keep you down. We're going into song lyrics here, down here, I think. So basic smelting 7. Okay, well, thank you, Jank. I'll have a look at that later. Yeah, and then we've got a load of other stuff, food of Draenor and all that sort of stuff to get to later. How are we doing on tailoring? Kultiran stuff, relics, all the Eldritch and all that kind of stuff. That's going to be difficult to do because we'd have to end up getting a whole load of Expulsum for those. It'd be nice to probably make these sets of these just so I can be done with them. The Breath of Bomb Sandy is going to be difficult to get. I'd probably end up having to solo a few bits and pieces to get that now. And the Sanguicell. That's going to be interesting. Is that raid only? Will I have to do LFR for those, I wonder? Yeah, definitely, Danny. Definitely. And then Legion-wise, we're not doing too bad on collecting recipes. I'm trying to work out what I need to do in order to... I'm thinking from the top down in terms of learning recipes that I haven't gotten yet. Some of these will be easy to do, certainly. We are on tailoring, 78%, 96% Shadowlands patterns, 77% on that. Those are easy ones. Those ones not so much. Starting to think about what else I can get here. Favourite searches, tailoring. Imbued Silkweed Drape. I believe I've already bought that. I haven't collected that on the rank 3 because I don't think I've got the previous rank to it, which is my problem there. Imbued Silkweed Shade, that's the other one as well. Frostweave Bag, sold for 498 gold. That's a good price for a Frostweave Bag. Mooncloth Vest, it's actually 70,000. Would like to see that a lot cheaper. Red Linen Bag would always be nice. I don't think I have that one. Could be learned by Samadan, min buyout 5,000. That's from Westfall vendor Gina McGregor. Okay. I need to get Renown 30. I have Renown 30 already, Vallegro. That's done. We are good. We're all here. I need to go pick up my what's my Covenant callings at the moment? Favour of the Court, Trouble at Home, Revendreth, and okay, aiding Maldraxxus. Okay, so we could do this one, aid Maldraxxus, and then we can get some Maldraxxus rep at the same time. That's an option. Yeah, speaking of bags, sold a Frostweave Bag.
A buy one Kenobi just subscribed. Hi.
Hi, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for your 4 months. That is brilliant. Very, very kind of you. No problem, Vallegro. Yes, we got that last stream on Thursday. It was a really, really productive stream. We got loads done then. So we'll just go through. We'll do a little bit here. This is all towards our reputation more than anything else. Oh, wow. Crazy old man, thank you so much.
Riato86 just subscribed.
Gifting out 5 subs, that's so kind of you. Very kind of you. If you're one of those lucky people to get a sub, please do put some emotes in chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. And St. James 1010,
just subscribed.
Thank you so much for the follow as well. Wow, that's a flurry of activity. Thank you so much, everyone. You are so kind. Welcome to the 30 Club. I know it's and I'm not doing too bad.
Just subscribe.
189 item level now as well. So we are actually getting into a decent position. I need to look in terms of
Just incredible underscore 1983 just subscribe.
These are conduits. That's offhand. I don't need an offhand. And those are hands. 184. I've already got
subscribed.
Something there, so that's all good. Yeah. So, all right. Let's use our little teleporty thing from here. And we'll go through and jump over here. Need to run normal raiding, like LFR raiding. Can you summon a thanking Silas? We've got that on the clip, haven't we, Darkwing? Feel free to link the clip, definitely. And Backstabber, love the name. Thank you so much for the follow. I think there's one in here. Oh no, it's up the top. Let's go up the top instead. Might as well mount up whilst I'm here. Because the gear from World Quest gives rise to 194, and the gear from Epic Callings have a chance to drop 204, 207. Yeah, 204, 207 would be very nice, actually. I haven't gotten to that point. Yeah. LFR is only 187. Okay, so I'm all right for LFR. I won't try one today. I don't think we've got time to do an LFR today. It was a good idea though. I'd like to do some more kind of things like that. I can't do any more missions until I get myself some more anima. So we need to do that one. There we go, Darkwing, thank you.
I am honored.
There we go. All that's done. Aiding Maldraxxus is the one we wanted there. So if we teleport ourselves out from here, let's go through there, and then we'll go back here so we can fly from here. So we've got some, those are hands, 184, yeah, we've already got those, haven't we? So let's get that. There's anima there, a couple of animas there for 70. Ascended Commendation, that gives me some reputation. Oh, that's something to think about. Extra reputation. We're working on Maldraxxus though. Let's focus on Maldraxxus at the moment. That's going to be the main thing, because Maldraxxus then gives us the cloak. The cloak's the best one. What is Silas? Sound like really solid content. Back in the day, certainly. Alright, let's go through and... where's my Flight Master? There you are.
It is an honor.
Jump from here. Maldraxxus, let's have a look. So we've got... What have we got world quest here? There's a one... there's armor points there. Let's start with that. There's a enchanting one here for some soul dust. We can start with that one. We'll do that. Three world quests in Maldraxxus will help things out there. Give us some reputation as well. We haven't got the Darkmoon Fair still going, have we? Darkmoon Fair ended yesterday. Okay, so that was done. Into the Lunar Festival now. Torghast, Lovers in the Air starts. Okay, nothing too much
11
there.
Barbosa just subscribed.
Thank you, Jack, for gifting a sub. That is so kind of you, and kicking off a hype train. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much, Jack. 11 Barbosa, congratulations on your sub. And heck, is that Thwek? No, Hwick. Thank you so much for the follow as well. Wonderful to have you here. I'm sorry I didn't quite pronounce your name right, I don't think so. Lunar Festival gives XP if you're leveling some. Okay, that's good. I'm not leveling at the moment, but it's something to think about, certainly. Festival dress and suit patterns to sell. Ooh, I haven't really looked at those. I'm not sure if I've got those yet. I'll probably have to pick those up. Yeah, we haven't done those. Warsong Scrambled.
Tradition just subscribed.
Okay. I'll have to look into that one. That's another one. Can be Summit gifting out a sub to Traditioners. Thank you so much. Wow. And then 11 Barbosa gifting 3 subs. Oh wow, you've really kicked it off now. Thank you. So kind of you. Heck Jack, Slack, Crack, Whack, Darkwing likes Quack. Very nice.
__ just subscribed.
That's brilliant. Paying it forward. Well, thank you. Paying it forward 3 times. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Thank you all. It is wonderful to have all this support.
Acrona's just subscribed.
You are incredibly kind. Thank you all. Hype indeed, Commander Bond. How are you? Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. We're just going to go through, do some world quests, helping work on our reputation for Samadan here. Probably need to do this one as well. I think Better Off Dead, because that gives us some anima. And this one over here gives us some anima. First one is right here, in fact, the enchanting one. We can literally do that whilst I'm here. And grab that. Unbreakable crystal needs necrotic essence. Was there something else we needed to pick up? No, I can't see one. Let's have a look. Enchanting. We need to disenchant something. Oh, there we go. We got a staff. Let's have a look. What's it called? Antique. This one. Okay. No, where's my disenchant gone? Disenchant that. Get some necrotic essence. And then make ourselves an unbreakable crystal. So easy. Yeah, the music's lovely. Okay, Undying Army, 138. An extra 5 soul dust. Then next up on the list, let's go south to this one, 105. Better off dead. Let's go have a look here. There we go. These should start to get a bit easier for me to do now that I'm on a better item level. And I've updated a few things in terms of like enchants, things like that.
Gather for another assault. Strike them down first and put an end to their threat.
What have we got here? Siege Master is the one we need here. Let's go down here. Siege.
11
Silas!
donated £10. Let's keep it going now.
Oh god, that gave me such a surprise. Wow, 11 Barbosa. There goes Silas. I'd completely forgotten about that. Silas lives on. 11 Barbosa. That is so kind of you with that donation. That is really, really kind of you. Thank you so much. I'm just going to do this one in honour. There we go. Literally Domestic, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, there we go. Siege Master is done. Grab this one and let's do all of that. Ground pound and all of that. That should be good. Thank you so much. That's incredibly kind of you and generous of you. That was my original GIF. I did a second one for Rose that she managed to capture brilliantly. It does the same thing, but yeah, it's getting the up and down motion and seamlessly blending it is the key there, really. I think we just need to do a few more troops here. Siege artillery destroyed. We need to do something else here as well. Actually, looking at that. Siege artillery. There we go, there's some bombs over here. We can do those. Yeah, help out on that. Grab those. There's a few more of these over here, so that should work. What is the meta gold making these days? All I did was battle pack boosts before working. For me, I love... still and always love professions. They take a lot to set up, but are great fun as a result. I really shouldn't be standing in the middle of these, should I? There we go. Thank you all for that hype train. That was absolutely fantastic. Thank you. That was absolutely brilliant. Share your hype train emotes. Pop them in chat. Thank you so much. That is wonderful. Thank you. There we go. Tristan Rose has got the version she did, which is brilliant. There we go. Let's head over this way. Siege Master was done. There's a bomb over here. How much more? We need 5 of these. Okay. Over this way, and so there's probably one over this side. There we are. Oops, missed that one. then the kill things after this. Oh, this is an appropriate mount for this zone, the meat wagon, definitely. Right. Try and tag that one. Tag another one. I don't know how many I need here. 3 should probably do it. Oh, that's close. Oh, there we go. Cleansing right materials. Always handy. Get something extra. Grab that one. I've got a cat in a crate emote. That's always good. Right, I'll do these 2. Yeah. 12 of 13, 13. Grab that one. 13, 14, 15, and 2 will do me for those 2. And we should be good to go after that. 1 world quest done. Another 137 rep. Most expensive in-game shop mounts, the meat wagon. It is definitely. Considering I haven't played Warcraft 3, the remastered version. I think that one for extra ammo is probably an option here. I really need to go for more than anything else. So let's head over that way and do this one. Is this one still available? I'm not sure actually. I guess if you... Was it a pre-order only thing? I'm not sure if it was, or whether you could just get... I think I need to go up here. Do I? No, I need to go the other way. Where's the map? Yeah, I'll go the other way. Ignore that one for the moment. Around here. Where's my best way through? I think around here is going to be easiest. There we go. Now I'm back on track. There we are. But it does shoot meat. It does. There we go. I mean, that's brilliant as far as animations go. Okay, we need to just keep on going. I think I'll go this way. Doesn't help that I get stunned.
We need heavy artillery to repel our foes.
A few bumps along the way. Is that the one I want? No, we want to go further down here. Do a slightly different one here. I guess if you could still buy the heroic edition of it, you should be okay. Of Warcraft Reforged. Yeah, to the south somewhere. There we are. Extra pieces. This is that's a pet one. Okay, I'll ignore that. Yep, you just tagged. Okay. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, we don't forget we have got our Warcraft 3 Reforged sound box.
Casting goal. Yes, my liege.
Which I was thinking of having that as a Oreo points redeem. Choose a number and do one of those. Right, what are we doing here? House of the Chosen. Need to do something here. Hide me in shadows. What do I need to do? Seek the Kelly. Scroll, patrol schedule, envoy's letter. Widow Venom. Okay. Little stealth mission. Interesting. Oh. Okay. Sure I wasn't that close. Let's just head outside. Try that again. It didn't work out too well. There we go. Has a meat wagon, €40. No clue of the other currency. Okay. Yeah, so it was pretty expensive for a mount, definitely. Okay, didn't quite get one here, so I might as well finish off that one. Okay, so speak to this person again. Try that. Try the stealth again. Let's just see where I'm at. Okay. Watch out for those. All running down at once. I need to head inside here. Watch out, they're coming behind me. There's nothing I can do about that if they're running behind me. Okay, that's really bad. Okay, let's try that again. Third time's a charm. Watch out for things coming up behind you. This is turning out to be a more difficult world quest than I thought. But we'll work this out. There's a method to the madness. If all else fails, we can always do another world quest. Right. Try again. Hide me in the shadows, please. Now. To work our way in. And give us a little bit more room than last time. Oh, sold a Deepsea Bag. Wait for them to leave. Oh, just using our spell and negate that. Okay, that could be a problem. We have to leave again, I think. Yeah, this is going to be bad. I might even die slightly here. See how it goes. See how quickly I can get out of the way, first and foremost. Yeah. Yeah, it takes forever to get in their stealth. It does look like it's going to be a difficult one, yeah. You want to shield your character? Sorry, Jack, yeah. It's a good one. Deepsea Bag 179 in the end. Okay, let's try this.
What do you desire?
Hide me in the shadows. So we need to go further in, I would guess, from here. So let's try this. Now if I use my... Let's just test this whilst I'm out here. I lose my ability there. So don't use your feather. That's going to be your problem. I used to be able to use that. So let's just work our way around here. Watch out for the hound. It's so tempting to use my feather. I use that all the time. Yeah. Yeah, not breaking stealth is the key to this. Looks like I need to get up there. What does this do? Stun the target. Okay. Of course, the closer you get in here as well, the harder it is. I do like these missions though. Okay. One coming up, one coming down. If I follow behind one, I would guess that this will be fine. Monks can roll without breaking stealth. Well, that's useful. I guess it's not a sparkly magic effect, which is the problem I have with my feather. It's pretty hard to miss. Let's see if we can get a front of view. Oh, just made it. Okay, we've got stuff in here to deal with. Here we go. Let's go straight on. Looking quite busy. Watch out behind you. What do we need to do here? Requisition a scroll. Okay, tense. Okay, let's work back this way. Something in here, okay. Use my ability, this one, the to stun the target. Let's see if I can get ahead of that before it comes here. Might need to do this one. What do I need here? Patrol schedule. I have to stun you. Envoy's letter. Oh, this is tense. Best way round next. Let's go around here, the edge. Okay, you can see me, so how close are you going to get to me? Stay here. Okay, there we go. Let's hope we're not too far off here. Oh, then you turn around. Okay, that's going to be difficult. You're doing the same quest with war mode on. Good luck, Genie. I'll follow this along and hope it doesn't turn around. Need to get over this way somewhere. Play sneaky music. Stealthy, stealthy. Right, go this way. And we'll go this way. Oh, he's coming close to me. Hold on. Come around. Where are they? Run away here. And go around this way. I need to get over there. Avoid the lava. Watch out behind me. One of you is going to turn around and start coming towards me soon. So I'm just going to come around this side. There we go. Phew. Okay, you're coming towards me. I need to watch out for you. Hound's over there. Which one do I need? Can I stun all of these? Oh, that one's already been stunned. That's useful. Oof, that was close. Are we done? Do we need to get back? Maldraxxus. Callings. Ready for turn-in. That's done. Okay, so we... is there anything else we can do here? Whilst we're here, we need a Flight Master's Whistle. 136. Yeah, I think I might half from here. That's going to be the easiest thing to do. And then we can go back from there. Yeah. Exciting content, love. It's your bedtime. Good night, Dressing Rose. Lovely to have you here. Thank you so much. Oh, I could have used that ability actually. That might have teleported me back. Yeah. TSN, how are you? Hope you're doing well. We're just doing a little bit of content on Samadan here. Working on reputation for the Undying Army is the question here. We are currently, I think we're only at friendly, so we've still got a way to go here. Work our way through. We should be in a good position though with all of that stuff we just done. We should get 1,000 or so reputation, I think, or 1,500 from doing that one. we'll have a look. Let's go through and down here, do this next one. Right, okay, next things. So this is towards gold making ends. The reasoning behind this is just for the unlearned Shadowlace Cloak. Now that I have the Crafter's Mark II, this would be a good seller for me to be working on. Pardon me. So I would like to collect up all of the recipes, is one of the options here anyway, so I'm going to work my way backwards through the expansions and do all of those. Thank you for that. The thing I want to look at here though is that enchanting, which is fine, we looked at that. Sacred Shard I'm not as concerned about, and then cooking less so. Don't forget we've got to also do a lot of stuff with the other characters, get them to level 60 so we can start doing legendary base crafting as well on them. So there's lots and lots to do here. We'll focus on Samadan first. Get Samadan into a position where he's got all the Shadowlands recipes, got all the rank 4 legendaries perhaps, and we'll take it a step further after that. Okay, go hand that one in. Make sure I get the reputation first. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the podcast, especially the TSM stuff. Right, up that way, so speedy meat wagon. Off we go. And we can hand this one in. Where are you? There you are. Can't target you. Tribute. That's another 1650. There we go. So we are now reputation. Oh, we are now honoured. That's good for the Undying Army. So unlearned Shadowlace Cloak needs honoured. Shadowlace Cloak comes from Nalcorn Talsen. Nalcorn Talsen, we need to find you. We've got 13 minutes left on that, so we're going to have to take... Let's just take a flight. Now, where are you going to be? Nalcorn Talsen NPC, World of Warcraft, where are you? Is the question. And you are right in the middle. And by the Theatre of Pain. Okay, we can do that. So let's go grab a flight. That's going to take me longer. I'll use the transport network and then fly from there. That should work. Straight across. Thank you, Tanny. A wealth of information, as always. Okay, and flight point here. Grab that, and Maldraxxus into the middle, Theatre of Pain. Okay, so we'll get our cloak. I was actually surprised me how quick that was in the end. I thought I'd have another whole rank to go through to get to honoured, but no, that was easy enough. How's the gold making going for me? What we've been doing besides getting recipes, playing with kittens, chasing squirrels. That's pretty much the sum of it. You're not wrong there, Darkwing. Yes, so I have been pretty much doing every single profession, Shadowlands and otherwise. Currently looking at the gold values of the characters. Each started with 100,000 gold in the beginning of February. Awakening, my alchemist is doing the best so far. Samadan's doing the worst because Samadan spent a lot of gold on... Ooh, that reminds me, I should have got some more boreal shards. Yeah, they do give a really good rep buff. It's worth me looking at those. What else have I got? Revendreth. And Kyrian for the home. Kyrian home-wise, where are we at? Are we at Venari's Cordial, Wild Hunt? The Ascended, are we only honoured with the Ascended? For some reason I thought we would be higher than that. Maybe we need to do that as well. Yeah. Am I doing the legendary markets? I'm starting very, very slowly. I'm not really... I didn't go full in on it when it started. I didn't really have the gold capital. I didn't want to spend the gold capital on that. wanted to do other stuff first. But I feel like it's inevitable for me to have the rank 4s to see what happens when I get there, if there's going to be some money in them. I'm going to try, at least that way I can report back on them and I can tell people how I've gotten on. Otherwise I'm only going on second-hand information. One as good as 1 quest and 250 anima. Oh, actually the where does it tell you about getting the 250 anima? Because that would definitely be useful. It just says contains valuable items released in the vaults. Also, Favour of the Courts. That's the one that could give me something. That's the tribute, is just that. But yeah, that could be useful actually. I might get some decent gear from that, wouldn't I? Worth thinking about, certainly. And that's reputation there, and that's reputation there. What do I need to do? Defeat powerful... Oh, it's defeat powerful foes. It's this one. Destroy the dominant. Okay. Maybe we'll have a look at that one next. Let's collect what we need here first. Theatre of Pain. In the Hut. Who are we looking for? I can't remember the name of it. Unlearned Nalcorn. Nalcorn, there you are. Right in front of me. Nalcorn. So we want... let's look at this in the standard interface. Sometimes nicer. Apprentice Necromancer's Gloves. Shadowlace Cloak is what we want. Anything else interesting here? Extra, need to be a member of the Covenant for those. Rover the March Warden. Item level 200. Oh, that's interesting. And then there's the, you need that mount. Memory of the Rattle of the More Rattle. Okay, I don't think I really need any of those at this point. Ooh. Illusion Undying Spirit. That's not an actual enchanting thing. That would be nice if it was. So let's go. There's contracts here as well. So let's do Shadowlace Cloak. Let's grab that. That's what we want to learn here. So let's pick up our Cleansing Rite materials and our pattern, which I cannot see for the life of me. There. No, that's Tribute of the Ambitious. There it is. Shadowlace Cloak. Shadowlace Cloak. Another thing learnt. So we need to probably make ourselves Shadowlace Cloak down here. Cloak. We want to make some with... Now it would be so nice to be able to use missives on these, but they're so expensive I don't think it's worth it. So we're just going to stick with our Crafter's Mark 2. I could probably do with another Crafter's Mark. Let's create one first. Get some random stats going. Let's make a few more of these though. So Crafter's Mark 2. Let's get ourselves another 10 of those whilst we're here. We'll craft these manually at this point for the cloak. I think that's the only real way of doing it. TSM wise, not yet able to. So what I'll do is I'll make a bunch of them and then sell them and then restock periodically the same way as I do with my item level 87 gear. So let's do this and add that. Let's make another 5. Hopefully we'll get enough variations in there to be able to get some sales. I wonder what the prices of this is. This is all 168 gear. Yep, it is. So let's head on, close that down, go to my groups here, tailoring, shadow, lace, 168 crafters mark 2. We'll add in, we've got 2 different cloaks there, on agility, strength, no, haste, crit verse, and intellect, stamina. Are those all the ones we did? Haste first, crit verse, haste verse, crit verse. We only got the 2 different versions. Okay, we'll add those in. What's the cord? That's 151, so that doesn't count. So we'll add in those 2 cloaks. The 151 wants the cord in there though, if we're going to add that one in. See if we can get a sale on that, and then let's post those on.
Have anything ancient to trade?
What kind of prices are we going for here? 4,500 on a cloak. Normal price for that one, undercutting competition on that one. Sale rate, we don't have a sale rate on these. Crafting cost is what's my crafting cost on those? I need to visit, what I need to do is visit my tailoring so that TSM can recognise that I can make one of these. So Shadow Lace Cloak is here. Crafting cost is telling me 390, 4,200 profit according to that. We'll see what happens though when we post those on. See what kind of prices we can get and see how quickly they sell. Another market entered. Been looking forward to doing that one for a while, so that's good. So in terms of professions, enchanting needs Sacred Shard, the Wild Hunt, and then we're on to Cultiran side of things. This needs the pink party hat. No idea where that comes from. Pink party hat. Does it drop somewhere specific, I wonder? Pattern pink party hat. Anything in the comments? Well drop, chicken warehouse, or animated plagues in Maldraxxus. Killed 3 of them and had it drop for the Ember Court invitations. Only tailors can see and loot it. Okay. While doing the Ooze Cauldron quest in Maldraxxus. Okay, Gwilyn. Animated plagues. According to that, percentage chance 3%. Turbulent juice. Where are the animated plagues? They're all the way down here. Let's go have a look. Theatre of Pain, we're over here anyway. So as we're here in Maldraxxus, when in Maldraxxus, we'll head down here and have a look. Okay. That would be nice if we can get that. We'll be quite lucky if we do, but worth a go. Let's see there. Let's go this side. And then around, up and down. This is probably, I need to go to the left of this. There is a flight point here I could have taken. That would have made things easier. I'm not sure if I've actually picked up the flight point. Plague-ridden survivors, there's loads of those. Not sure if they count. There is a mission here as well. Where are the actual animated plagues? Let me just have a look. Where are they? There's the slightly further to the south, as it is the House of Plagues. Ah, these things, okay. Let's try these. Could probably end up doing that quest that was nearby. That might have helped, but you never know. Depends how many of these are around. Burning extracts. There's not many of them around. Disease remnants. But, those on the list? Is it even and dropped by Colossus Ghoul, Green Slime, Disease Remnant? It says yes on here, so okay, maybe. Yeah. 171. That's expensive, definitely, Jack. I guess just kill stuff around here would be... I'd rather do something a little bit more than just killing stuff. If there was a quest as well. There was one I saw that we could maybe do at the same time over there, if that counts. Just do a couple more of these just whilst I'm here. Could maybe use our curing ability on a few of these. That would also be useful. I'm hoping it's not too many. I hope my luck is with me on this one. You know what I might do? Just tag a few of these. Then use my curing ability. Like that. Still didn't get anything. Oh, there we go. Pattern pink party hat. That was good. Where was it? Where was it? I saw it a minute ago. There it is. Cosmetic. Let's learn that one. Catitude. I'm doing very well, thank you. We've just learnt 2 recipes. There we go. We've got all our main tailoring recipes for Shadowlands, except for the ranks of the Grimveiled bits and pieces. That's the next thing we need to work on. Currently working on Cape rank 2. Need to get rank 3 and 4 on that part as well. We have a little bit of gold on us. We could probably afford to buy some more arboreal shards, in which case we'll head from here over to Hero's Rest, where we can pick up the arboreal shards nice and cheaply. It did drop, Gwylin, after about the 4th or 5th one. Very nice. Slept too late today, no problem, Catitude. The link is available. Please don't, I need to get up early tomorrow. I'll pray for the old stream schedule. No problem, Vallegro. It's still a bit up in the air at the moment, but good night to you, and hope to see you soon. Oh, I should actually look to make this pink party hat. Is it bind on equip, or can we sell it? Pink party hat is bind when equipped. Okay, sells for 280. Let's look at TSM here. Crafting, bandages, pink party hat, 20 craft. There's a good profit on there. Okay, pink dye for number thread shrouded cloth. Let's craft one. I'm assuming it doesn't have any stats or anything, does it? It's just cosmetic. Let's just make 3 of them, 3 more of them. and then we'll add this to the list. Thank you, Lego, for the Wowhead link. Yeah, that's another one to add in. So let's go here onto our group, Shadowlands. Now I did have a shopping, Shadowlands armor sets, bags, bandages. Let's just make a new one here and call it pink party hat. Add it in there. Crafting operation, auctioning operation rather. We'll just do a crafting average, craft minimum, and then crafting operation we will add 4 of each, just so we have a few on the auction house at any one time. We'll see whether that sells. Another thing to put in. Seems a steady seller. Let's have a look. Always good to add more diversity in. So currently 280 gold, cost 20 gold to make. So really is cheap. Post them on, see if we can get some sales. Feels nice to be filling the gaps now. This is the main thing. This is what I would like to do with all the other old expansions as well, is to fill the gaps of my professions. So we'll get a flight now. If I can click on the flight master. We're going to Hero's Rest, because there we can get ourselves some arboreal shards nice and cheaply. We could do with upping our faction, to be honest, actually, looking at that. For Samadan, we are currently, I thought we were higher than we were with the Ascended. We are currently working our way through Honoured. So I could do with upping my reputation here on the Ascended. That would be my next target. No, let's change this to the Ascended here on our XP bar, because that will help with my purchase prices of the arboreal shards. And we do have some things we can do here. We've got, where is it? The calling, troubles at home, Bastion defended. We need to defend Bastion by completing daily quests and world quests, looting treasures and slaying rare creatures. So there's a number of things we could do around here. The chests, the world quests. That will give us reputation, and that would mean that our honour would be, our arboreal shards will be cheaper. Let me check the price. Arboreal shard. Is there a way to work out the price of it? Cost. Cost with reputation. Is there a way of working out the cost? This was 118 there, cost. It tells me 125 cost there. Let's just go over and have a look. Just move over this way. Just want to check on this. So we are currently at, where are we at? Arboreal shards, 112 gold for an arboreal shard. You can loot in revenue if there's a world drop that you can craft a pair of BOE boots that have a nice price on the auction house. Oh, interesting, Genie. Has a world drop that you can craft a pair of boots there. Okay. Don't know how rare the item is though. That's not a traditional thing, is it? Yeah. Highest eye level of the boots seen was 190. Oh, okay. So, how many can I buy at the moment? I can buy as many as 496 for my 55,000. I don't want to buy that many, but I will maybe buy a stack of them for 22,000. And then use that stack, because we've got bits of everything else, to make myself some more Grimvale Cape rank 2s. Enchanted Lightless Silk we need more of though. So let's go have a look at our Enchanted lightless silk. We can make 93 of those based on our soul dust amount. So let's make ourselves another 50. How many do we need on the tailoring? Let's go 50 for now. Start with that one and go on from there. Okay, Wonder Sheep, thank you so much for stopping by tonight. I hope to see you again soon. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Ask someone who is exalted to buy them for you. That is a good point. That would make things easier. That requires obviously talking to people, which is an option. But what I'd like to do is get there myself. So I've got a target now. I need to get the Ascended higher up in reputation. I'm assuming that is with the reputation of the Ascended for that. Humble Hand, good morning to you. You buy them 5k at a time for 105 each. Yeah, okay, Big Nunu, that is a big difference. Yeah, I did find out what they were dreaming about. No, I didn't, Catitude. Yeah, that was Dodger. No, Jammy, sorry. He was having a little dream. I have no idea what it was about. Exalted where? With the Ascended is for this one. And you have to be Kyrian, I think, to be able to buy the Arboreal Shards from this place. It's 5:30 a.m. in Singapore. Wow, Humbleham, that is early. Good morning indeed to you. Thank you for tuning in. We're just going through and working on a little bit of legendary crafting here. We're way late. I'm not expecting to make a huge amount of gold here. I think that boat has well and truly sailed. But for completeness, I think it would be remiss of me to not have these available. Not yet here, yeah. Unless you're exalted with the Ascended. Yeah, I think that's going to be my next option here, is to look at that. Boreal Shards looked like they were quite expensive when I saw them in the tooltip. You save about 100,000 every time you buy 5,000. That is a lot of gold, yeah. When you look at those kind of numbers, I think it's worth me at least grinding out a little bit more of the... there we go. Okay, I can make 2 of them, is that all? I need another 10 to be able to make more of those. So Enchanted Lightless Silk is my sticking point, which is also... I've got 50 of these, goes in 2s, so Enchanted Lightless Silk, another 40. I need to make 30 to be able to make some more capes here. Weekly quest below the Oribos Inn to get the rep. 500 rep per quest. Oh yeah, there is that as well. I hadn't been doing those. I keep forgetting to go down there. Thanks for the reminder. So there's again, it's all levels of, okay, in order to do this, I need to do this. In order to do that, I need to go here. And then in order to go there, I need to do all these other things. So there's a load of different steps in place. You think, yeah, they're 100 gold each when exalted. Yeah, there's a good reasoning now, a good solid reasoning for me to get exalted on this character to be able to buy these. So my next target, now that I got that Shadowlace cloak with that reputation, is to work on my Ascended reputation. It shouldn't take me too long as a human. We're already here through Honoured. Getting to Revered would be nice. That'll be the next bracket, obviously. So Grimvale Cape, we can make 4 of those. So let's create those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then obviously we need more Enchanted Lightless Silk, which means we need more Soul Dust, which means we need to go over to our Leather Worker and make braces. Our Shrouded Cloth braces I don't think are quite cheap enough. They're at 24 gold, and our Desolate Leather Arm Guards I think are slightly... Let's have a check.
Have anything ancient needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Desolate Leather Arm Guards cost me 19 gold to make, so it's cheaper for me to make a Desolate Leather Arm Guard than it is to make a Shrouded Cloth Bracer. William is always human, yeah. I think it's a definite bonus. So before I go off and do that, whilst I'm here in Oribos, it makes sense. Steward's Golden Chest, we've got a few things here. Bastion defended 0%. We've also got the Revendreth thing to do, which could be an option here as well. I don't know how quickly we'd be able to do these ones. It's going to be one or the other, thinking about it. That's an option there. But I think whilst we're here, it would make sense to do this one. Got Spawn and Poridon last night. Oh, congratulations, Catitude. That's brilliant. Well done on that. Let's go through. Okay, so let's have a look. What have we got down here? There's the chest there. There's a chest over here. I guess we'll try and go for that one. Would make sense. I'm assuming these are all around here. This is the wrong mount for this area. Doesn't quite fit. Told me in BFA that Shannon's going to be spending 550,000 a week just on one vendor mat. You wouldn't have believed them. I know, it's a lot, isn't it? What have we got here? Micro defense on defeat in a pet battle. Okay, we can't do pet battles. I'm not in a position to be able to do those. Hidden Horde. Let's see if we can find the Hidden Horde. These are always take more time than you think doing each of these. Okay, looks like it's below, which isn't surprising. Sophia Sonata. Let's go round here. Underneath here. Okay, Hidden Horde. Let's Goblin Glider this. Come out and then back in. Where is it? Didn't see it there. Looks like it's underneath perhaps. Let's try and levitate down. Perhaps I'll just kill this whilst I'm here. Let's have a look. Oops, no, hold on. Cleansing rites. I think we need to go further down. No, it's higher up. Let's have a look. See, they seem simple, but these are actually harder. Where is this Hidden Horde? Looks like it's inside somewhere. Bit of a mistake jumping down here, it would seem. I need to get up higher. Let's go up over here. Find another chest would be easier. But this was the one I committed myself to first and foremost. Right, it's this kind of vertical level. Which makes me think it's down there. That hurt, so I'll just heal myself up. There's no way in there. That way. Okay. This could be a wild goose chase. If you don't know where you're going on these, defeat powerful enemies and all that, could be quite hard. Oh, there we go. Hexury bag, 317 gold. We're talking about bags. That's not a huge profit, 48 gold profit. A lot less than it used to be, that's for sure. For the hassle that it is, making everything and building everything up. We've got other things over here. We've got quests. We've got world quest over here for Anima. You know what, I might be better off just heading back and doing my little mission table now that I've got some Anima to hand in. I think that would be better. Let's use our time more wisely here. is a chest over here as well, but I don't know if that one counts. This one, Steward's Golden Chest. Probably need a key for that one by the looks of things. Probably a quest, I imagine. That one's locked. The Wanted Scroll may have something to do with it. Where's our little teleporter thing? Where we can go further. This one, Eternal Gateway. Let's head on over here instead. This will be better. Now I believe, do I deposit this in? I'm not sure, let's have a look. There we go, 180 into the reservoir that we collected up, which is really useful for our missions, because those will also give us reputation. Let's have a look at those. So we've got Court of Harvesters. Anything else? We've got a hood that's 184. 190 gloves. Famous. Well, look at that though. 12,000. That's a lot of anima. That would be useful. Get some more anima, because that will help with our equipment upgrades. And then an enchanting cache is always nice. And grab one of those as well. So let's have a look. I'll take this one. Sold while again, and just 5k profit at the moment still. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, Claire, do you. And Chlora, will do you. You're defeated. So if we add in Dark Goliath, you say victorious. DPSU, probably actually move that there, take that off and put one of those in the middle, because that will help that and that. Take you off. Positioning wise, that's still victorious, so I'll take that. That's 15.1 it costs us to do that one though, it's quite expensive. And then this one should give us some more anima, another 8 of those, so I'll select those. And Mykonos. Mykonos is a really low level actually, so we really need some better people here to help out. You can get Mykonos could probably do with somewhere for some extra XP more than anything else. Your healer Teleith is, what's that? A holy damage to the farthest enemy. That's a ranged one. That was a victorious with just those two, according to that. I'm just going to put a tank in the front, just in case, just to make sure. Confirm that one. And then we want some extra XP for our friend here. So Mykonos, we can pop you in the back, and you can do healing. And we've also got another one here that doesn't have any XP, so those two can come in, and then have someone who's a bit more robust, like there, and a phalanx there. That's defeated, so Seeker, I don't think you're really going to help here, but you do say victorious. Okay. I'm using Venture Plan for these. It gives me my victorious thing here. Change my interface like this. Yes, this one's Venture Plan. Oh, sorry, 11 Barbosa. Kind of caught up in cooking and baking quite a while, and now I have to walk your dog. No problem, 11 Barbosa. Lovely to have you here. Hope to see you again soon. There we go. Yeah, Covenant Mission Helper. I haven't picked that one up actually. Yeah, the Win +2 is the weak aura up there. This one down here is giving me the other information, which I'm thinking is more reliable. So I'm going to go with that one. And then I don't think I've got anyone left now, so we'll have to leave those for the moment. Let those run through. 107 reservoir animals, so little anima. That's our main problem, a real anima drought. Would you believe it? So looking at those, so we can't really do these in the time we've got left. Troubles at home. How long does this have left on it? Doesn't tell me. We've got some anima over there we could possibly pick up. Just slain 3 different people. That's an option. Or we can look at, we've got everything else made, haven't we? So we're all good on that front. We've got some things to put away in the bank, so maybe a little bit of tidying up here. Go back to the bank and sort those ones out. That one's easy. Go to the Beast of Bastion. Gives you 80%. Oh, right, okay. I haven't done the Revendreth one, no. Crazy Old Man. They've got those 2 to do still. Yeah. But thank you, Blem, Crazy Old Man. If I had a bit more time, I possibly would. But at the moment, I don't quite have the time to do that. So I'm going to save that for... We'll do that somewhere else. I need to go through and clear out my bank a little bit. Put some of these things away. I've got so much stuff in here, though. I really just need to... Oh, look at all of that. What do I need to do with some of this? I've got 3 slots free, which I want to put these in. Whoops, that was the wrong one. What did I just put in? That one. Some of these, obviously, I'm just really need to clear out properly. The Troubles at Home is the last day for it. Okay, so I need to make sure I do it tonight. In which case I'm going to have to miss out on that one, unfortunately. I have to do it another time. And what have I got here? Enchanted Study. I'll keep hold of those. Those will be useful for later. I have a whole load of stuff that I don't necessarily need at this point. Let's just check the reagent bank. There's probably some stuff we can drop in here. And that leaves me a little bit more room. Etching loss. Thank you. Dodger wanted to come in and say hello before the end of the stream. Right, okay. You alright, Dodger? Dodger? Dodger, come here. Dodger. Thank you, Blarog, for the follow. He's not coming over. He's decided to go under the bed instead. So, right, I think we've got all of that. In terms of storage-wise, we really just don't have any room. Everyone's done. The bank is full. Loads of stuff in here. Things we need to clear out. Oh, there's 1 slot free. We could maybe put something in there. What would we put in? Lightless silk, maybe a bit of meat. Got a bit of room for something in there. Some armour here we want to keep for upgrading later. Everything else can stay there for now. Let's go have a look at what we've sold in the time we've done this. Probably need to just have a little look, and we can probably just restock on a couple of things whilst we're here. My auctions, Deepsea Bag, Hexweed Bag have sold. So in terms of restocking, let's have a look at everyone. Crafting, TSM groups, restock. Rich purple silk shirt, Hexweed Bag, gathering wise, a load of essences, stuff from the guild bank mainly, so we can collect that up nice and easily. But we've got to go between different characters though, because that's going to be annoying. We get the ones we can do here easily enough. Let's just move all of those out. Essence of water from the... that's from the auction house. We'll have to see what we want from other ones here. You alright, Dodger? Run over them. Right. He's very aloof at the moment. There we go. Got that done, and we'll make the frost weave. We can make that up. Whilst we're here, what do we need? Sorcerous Earth. Okay, Sorcerous Earth is... See, Samadan doesn't have a lot. It's 11 gold to buy. Smart average buy price of 677. We need that for our hexweave bags. An essence of water from the auction house. Let's go have a look, see if there's any over there. We need 3 of those. At least try for those whilst we're here. Go to browse, scan for essence of water. Can be quite expensive. Essence of water here. Average buy is 74. That's 115. What's this used for? Essence of water is probably used in Tomes of Illusions, Azeroth. Okay. Carrot Top, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. So a hexweave bag we're not going to do because we don't have the Sorcerous Earth. Especially given our profit margins being so slim at the moment. That's going to eat into our profit margins too much. We can pick up the Sorcerous Earth fairly easily. We can make these though. And Tome of Illusions, there's enough of a profit margin in those. How many essences do we need? Another 3. So there's enough for us to buy the 3 we need at this price. 115. We'll just buy the 3 we need. That's easy enough. We'll grab those and then we can craft these out. At least finish off with something nice. There we go, pick up that. Also got some purchases here. So we'll take those, 9,700. Take us back over the 1.5 million, which is good. And let's start crafting these. Shirt, bag, lots of bags. Take the hexweave bag off. There we go. Okay, thank you, Darkwing. He's doing Warcraft 3, is he? Okay, interesting. And then we'll go over to enchanting. We'll make these. Pandaria, Mark of the Claw, Azeroth. And then the tenets, always selling quite well at the moment, so I need to up the numbers I have of those. Actually, those are going to take some work. Right, okay. So we'll post those on, and then we should be in a good position for the rest of the evening. Made a bit of gold. We managed to get some reputation, got some missing recipes, which was really good. Crafted a whole load of stuff, progressed our character. So all in all, I would say that was pretty successful going. 1.5 million. Probably going to hover around there for a fair amount until people start selling a bit more. But that's me done for tonight. Thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. Really, really enjoyed your company. Let's have a look. Lazy and Tomcat, you say. Who else do we have? Don't see anyone else either. So, shall we have a look? We haven't done Tomcat in a while actually. So let's do a raid over to Tomcat. Writer of the amazing Tomcat tours, and very chill as well. So, raid Tomcat. Thank you all for a lovely stream. I'm going to see if I can do a couple more afternoon streams on the Tuesdays and Thursdays like I did before. It all depends on my workload throughout the week, so it may or may not go live or not. So until next time, happy gold making, and I'll see you very soon. Let's send some love over to Tomcat's stream. Good night and farewell. There we go.